Hi everybody, it's Harvard Lawyer Lee, and today I'm going to tell you about why I went Team Depp. When the Depp v. Heard trial started, I had just really decided to give my Harvard Lawyer Lee channel a go, and the case seemed like a perfect fit. I wanted to talk about the intersection of law and life and teach people about that, and people really wanted to learn about it, so it seemed natural. But I had no intention of taking a side. And my first posts were, in my view, rigorously dispassionate. I talked about what is Johnny Depp's case against Amber Heard? What is Amber Heard's case against Johnny Depp? And I was talking about the law, the legal claims, the case itself. And privately, I thought that Johnny Depp was in for a very uphill battle. Anytime you're trying to prove defamation, you're in for an uphill battle. That's hard to prove. And for that matter, since Amber Heard and he are both considered public figures, they would have to prove malice, a very high, hard standard. After all, most of the events occurred behind closed doors. It just seemed like, frankly, it was going to be a very tough case for Johnny Depp to win. The one place where I saw he might make headway was with the allegations of sexual violence. In that case, I thought it was possible that those allegations, because they were new and had not been made prior to 2018 when Amber Heard wrote the Washington Post op-ed, I thought perhaps he would have a shot there. But then we got to the opening statements by Amber Heard's team, and it made it seem even less likely that Johnny could ever win. I was listening to things like, he threw what? And he, hit what? He was found doing what? He did what with the bottle to her? And that's what I was asking myself throughout that. It looked very grim for Johnny Depp. But I kept going with what I hoped was a very dispassionate, fair, even-handed view of the case. And, I talked then about things like opening statements and jury selection and the first witness, who was Johnny Depp's sister. But as the case wore on, I found myself more and more drawn to Johnny Depp's side of the case. It began with the testimony of Isaac Baruch, Johnny Depp's longtime friend. Baruch said he had really liked Amber Heard, and they had been friends, but he told her they couldn't be friends anymore once she filed the claim against Johnny Depp. He cried as he talked about the impact it had had on Johnny Depp, and I did a video called "The 2 Minutes That Changed the Trial." What mattered for me about that is I had to ask myself, what kind of monster has childhood friends who are so still committed and devoted to him that they cry on the stand when his life takes a downturn? It just rang untrue with what we have been told thus far from Amber's team. So when we heard then from the manager of Depp's private island, I heard that it wasn't just it was Amber being aggressive to Johnny as well. She talked about an incident where Amber chased Johnny out of the house screaming at him, and Johnny actually had a bleeding wound on him. That did sound more like what Johnny had said than more like what Amber was saying. We then had testimony from Travis McGivern, Johnny's bodyguard, who witnessed a fight where Amber Heard actually punched Johnny Depp and spit on him. I did a video on that one, Amber Heard Exposed, spitting and hitting Johnny Depp. Amber Heard got on the stand then, and her testimony just did not seem to match with her facial expressions and her body language. I did a couple of videos on that. Amber Heard body language revealed was one. When her witness was talking about the knife that she gave Johnny Depp, even though she said she knew he was an abuser and was hurting her, she nonetheless gave him a knife that was even inscribed "until death." And again, that just didn't seem to ring true. There was another video where she said that Depp was apologizing to her for being a monster. And I did Amber Heard caught lying, body language revealed. Again, it didn't ring true. While I'm thinking about it, please, would you like the video and subscribe? I'd love to have you back for more content. Then I heard Amber Heard say in testimony that she knew you couldn't hit a woman or a man, and yet I'd already heard the audio tape where she said, "Johnny, I didn't punch you, I hit you." So I did one on Amber Heard destroys her own argument. You can sort of watch my progression in thinking as you watch the videos and sort of see how, can see how I was reacting to it. And then with the rest of the world, I watched on the edge of my seat as Camille Vasquez cross-examined Amber Heard. I did videos about what the best points were and also about how technically Camille Vasquez did it. Like, what were the things she did that were successful in that cross-examination? You know, if I had not yet moved into Team Depp, then I think a couple of things would have put me over the top. And one was the video testimony where she smirked and laughed about hitting Johnny Depp. It was from way back in her divorce from Johnny Depp. And then I also saw the body language where she was talking about TMZ having shown up to the temporary restraining order she got against Johnny Depp. Now, up until then, in fact, continuing to today, she adamantly maintained she had nothing to do with TMZ showing up outside the TRO hearing, where she got a restraining order saying that Johnny had been aggressive with her. And she showed up with a large bruise on her face. That made sense at first when she said that she had no idea TMZ would be coming, but it really made no sense when you saw her reaction on the video.
So that he finds out about the divorce filing, or my intention to do so, from some other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
She clearly, every reaction suggested that she had told TMZ. So then we watched Amber Heard's experts uniformly disintegrate on the stand. And I did a video on the sort of bizarre body language by Dr. Spiegel, the physician psychiatrist testifying on behalf of Amber. By now, I had just become suspicious of everything that Amber Heard said. But so far, no one had touched the testimony about the trailer park incident. The trailer park incident was when Johnny, Amber, and some of Amber's friends went to a trailer park for a retreat. That night that they were there, according to Amber, Johnny grabbed a woman's hand, twisted it, and threatened to break her wrist. Then he performed a cavity search on Amber Heard looking for his missing cocaine and proceeded to destroy the interior of the trailer where they were staying. According to Amber, the trailer manager was furious about it because of all the damage that had been done. But Team Depp brought the manager of the trailer park there, and he said he wasn't upset. In fact, he was relieved that there was no damage and that there was one sconce off the wall that was broken. It cost $62, which Johnny Depp cheerfully coughed up. So I did a video on that, trailer trashed. Now, the TMZ evidence also severely damaged Amber's credibility, in my opinion. A TMZ ex-employee showed up at trial to say that not only had TMZ been tipped off about the TRO, but also that TMZ had been tipped off both times that Amber went into her deposition to show up and take a picture of her going in. And TMZ claims that it owns a copyright to the videotape of Johnny Depp in the kitchen slamming the cabinet doors and breaking the glass. That videotape was taken by Amber Heard on her computer, yet TMZ managed to publish it within 15 minutes of the time it came in, which the TMZ ex-employee said would only happen if they had permission to do that, if they knew for a fact that the video was coming from someone who had the right to give it to them. So Amber's team did a great cross-examination of Johnny Depp when he got up on the stand the second time, but by then it was just way too late. I no longer believed Amber Heard. I was squarely in the Johnny Depp camp by then. So it certainly wasn't what I expected. I thought that I would remain neutral through the case, but I don't like having the wool pulled over my eyes, and that's what I felt like Amber was trying to do. It's still a very tough case legally. In closing arguments, Amber's lawyer made the argument that if you believe Johnny Depp hit Amber Heard even once, or just psychologically abused her or emotionally abused her even once, then you have to vote for Amber Heard. He also made the argument that Johnny's attorney was wrong when he said that the police answered a domestic call at Johnny and Amber's house, and when they found nothing, Amber's team roughed the place up, spilled some wine, and invited the police back in so they could make their point. I understood those points legally, but as we reached the end of the trial, my overall impression is that Johnny Depp was wronged. That Amber Heard tried to manipulate the situation to give herself some good publicity. and that it was deeply hurtful to Johnny Depp on a personal level, and that it devastated his career, and that it just wasn't fair. And that's why I went Team Depp. So please like the video, enjoy, and also subscribe. I'd love to see you back in my next video.